All right.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another ZUDECAST. It's episode number 71. I'm your host, Adrian Grody. Eli, I creator of the Cosmic Lore Comics, and I make music sometimes. We got our other co-host here.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Crispy Grooves out here. Guitar player extraordinaire, podcast billionaire.
Ho! All right, and then running the boards today is the GOAT over there. Freaking, there he is.
I forgot I had to switch to myself for a second there. Yeah, I guess I'll be your producer extraordinaire for today. And of course, last but not least,
Sohnai, cold as a snow day. You feel me?
Oh. Yeah,
Sohnai.
Thank you for having on. Yeah, so I was at an event put on by Vault Rob the other day. Shout out Vault Rob. He's going to be on the ZUDECAST April 3rd. Tune in for that one. That's going to be good. And they had an open mic there, and they were just filming people coming on. They said, give us your beats, and then you can record a music video right here on the corner. And Sohnai happened to pull up here and just absolutely destroyed it. Yeah, man, that was rad. What brought you into town? Tell us a little about yourself. That's how we met there.
Man, thank you. I was on my way to my friend's house, and I was on the phone with my fiance, and I saw the microphone on the corner, and I was just thinking about like that situation, like how do people get on that? And I saw it, and I was like, oh dang, I gotta go. So I just pulled over. I think I parked illegally, and I just like and it was cool because everybody had gone already, so I pulled up just in time. I just hopped on, went back to my friend's house.
Just double park, record a music
yeah,
video real
exactly.
quick.
Exactly.
Sometimes life just does opportunities like that.
Yeah,
It's
and
crazy.
I'm not one to pass one up like that. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rad. So that they're gonna have the video of that coming out soon too. What was the name of the song that you played?
so I guess it's called In the Vault. So it's unreleased music. So that's my song. Must Think I'm Dumb. Yeah, that's unreleased. Yeah, I'm not done with that one yet. It turns me up though. I love that song.
I really enjoyed watching that. You absolutely killed it, dude. That song slaps. I really loved the beat
Thank
to it,
you.
the energy. Yeah, just the whole yeah. I mean, I think just the title alone goes hard. Must Think I'm Dumb, you know.
Yeah.
You came with the heat on that one, dude. And I thought that was rad. Like I said, I had to take a video and be like, hey, you trying to come on? You know, we had to
I'm
do a
glad you
reschedule.
asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming on such short notice. Usually, like we try to get these episodes planned out, but
Yeah, I make my own schedule and I prioritize my own things, and I was like, this is dope. I love
Sweet.
spontaneous stuff like this.
Well, Greg, we're
Excellent.
fucking super stoked to have you on.
Yeah.
Tell us a little more about your music. How long have you been playing? How when did you start?
Oh man. So I put out my first song in July last year. Keep the Change. But I actually recorded it with my cousin in the closet a whole year before.
Mm-hmm.
And I just listened to it in my car like over and over and over, and I just was like, this is a slap. Like, you can't tell me it's not a slap. It always hyped me up before the gym, and I was like, okay, I needed to take this serious. And so I just recorded it for real with Jesse at
Nice.
Forest Studios. Yep. Yeah.
Nice. You've been playing a bunch of shows mostly, or are you mostly like a more of a studio artist, or you said you've been playing a lot of shows, right?
Yeah, I love performing. I love the opportunity to perform. I've performed in LA twice now, and then once in Fresno. That was dope. I opened up for Nep the Pharaoh and Coney.
Hey.
Yeah, and
Oh, nice.
and then once out here, yeah. But I'm
Nice.
just trying to, plant my seeds everywhere. Get my name out there. I feel like I'm doing a good job of that.
where'd you play out in Sac?
This coffee shop. I can't remember the name of the coffee shop, but it was on the corner, with a new kitchen.
Oh, okay.
That guy on Instagram.
I
Oh,
think
nice.
I'm familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, he invited me.
Nice. That's
Crazy. I don't even remember his
there's a lot of coffee shop.
yeah, I've
gigs
been
out
to-
here.
Yeah, I don't know the name of it,
Yeah.
but it was dope. Dope little vibe. Yeah, it was
Sweet.
dope.
Hell yeah. So, how'd you get into like making music in general too? Were you in band, or did you have like any family members that played music, or?
No, I think my love for rap music came from my cousin. Like my older cousin Matthew, he just made like rap like look so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And like I just got into it through him and just like having a good time listening to music with my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. pretty
Hell
much.
yeah.
That's what it's all about. It can just totally just like ignite like a flame that makes you want to try it, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's super rad. And how would you like, how old were you when you like started trying to like make your own music?
So I'll say I was always writing
Mhm.
in my notes. I would say like the beginning of college.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so like it was like 2015, and I just barely recorded my first song 2021.
Nice.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's cool though, because sometimes it like, especially I can totally relate to like being in college and like working on creative stuff while you're in college, because like it like gives it time to almost like cultivate into like what you want it to be, and you get like a
Yeah.
better vision of it. So that's sick.
I feel like that's why debut albums are so like just hit so hard sometimes, because you're like,
Mhm.
that's like the tough thing about it though, where it's like people's first stuff that they'll release, it's like, this is the culmination of the past decade of
Yeah.
my life, and this is
Yeah.
everything I poured my soul into, and then it's like, all right, what you doing next year? And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, because I feel like you can when you get to put like all your struggles and like all your hardships into like words, like into a song, and then I feel like after you've done that, now your life is good. Like you don't have anything to rap about. I feel like
All right, finding that new like source of inspiration from like somewhere
Yeah.
else, you know, whereas before, like when you're in like a situation where you almost can't like escape, and music becomes your escape or art becomes your escape, like yeah, so it's a trip
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
When you
exactly.
don't want to escape because your life is sick, then it's like, isn't that
Yeah,
the, like
it's
kind of
like-
the fucked up thing about music and with comedy and stuff too, where it's like, man, this guy fell off once he started like living a normal life. He's not
Exactly.
funny anymore. He can't sing the blues. What is he like? There's no
Yeah.
hardships, like,
That's
and it's
hecka
like,
funny you say
it's
that.
almost like it's like a curse too, or like musicians are just, it's like, no, bro, you have to live like the shittiest lifestyle possible in order to keep being able to have material for more like sad songs or angry songs. It's like, no, it's like, it's fine to be normal.
Sometimes when people like make music about like having it tough for too long, I'm like, you've been rich since you was like 16. Like
Right.
Yeah, right.
like life's been pretty good for you for some years.
That's true. You have to like make the switch to be like, started from the bottom, now I'm here, like
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
kind of
Things
like,
like
then you're
that.
like, okay, now I'm here. From every album forward, now I'm here.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's like your that's a good kind of point to kind of like lead to my next question. What's like what do you draw from when you're writing like your lyrics and like coming up with song ideas? Like what are the main things you'd say are like your main inspirations for like ideas for songs and stuff?
Hard times.
Yeah.
I was so inspired like working at my job because I just hated it so much.
Right.
And I just had so much shit to talk. Like I hate like her. I have a diss track. I wrote a diss track. I don't know if I'm gonna put it out, but my friend, she
man.
want me to get that recorded.
I love the idea of just diss tracks of just people that nobody really knows. Where it's like, listen up, Laura. Yeah.
No, exactly. Yeah.
You know who you are.
who you are. You know
This
what you
one
did.
person.
You know what you did.
Yeah. Do you have any like specific really shitty jobs that, without like calling anyone, without doing a diss
Okay.
track? Well, I mean, unless you want to like spit a live diss track, but or just a metaphorical diss track. Like what was like the worst job experience? Because I listened to your song. It's I Quit, right?
Yeah.
The employees anthem. Yeah, and I was like, I fucking feel this song.
Yeah. That song, that came from just like realizing like, man, I'm giving my all at this job because I enjoy what I was doing. I was running the social media and I enjoy that. So I'm like really giving 110%, working too hard, basically.
Yeah.
And for what I was getting paid. And I was just like, I could do this for myself. I really could if I just like went hard.
Yeah.
Right.
If I put as much work in as a CEO did to build the job I was working for.
For real.
So I just was like, man, I could write about this.
With social media management, people are just like, well, you're just like on your phone. I mean, it's like it's not that hard. And it's like, bro, try getting
know, you do
followers.
it.
Bro.
Yeah, you try. It's like you hired a person to do this,
Okay.
right? Like,
Oh, yes, that's exactly right. That's exactly how I felt. Like I would take pictures of the rings because it was a jewelry store.
oh, okay.
And so I go outside and the sun is hitting and I'm taking my time. And they'd be like, can you be back in like 10 minutes? I'm like, you're getting free photo shoots. Like,
It's like, I'm an
That's crazy.
artist at work
10
here.
minutes?
Okay, this is my
Exactly.
craft. This is my
what?
perfection.
Thank you. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right.
That's
Yeah.
dope though. Like what's like been like you have any like tips for that? Because I mean, honestly, I need some tips for
Social
that too.
media?
Yeah, just in general for anybody like trying to get a bigger following on social media. You got any pointers?
Ooh, yeah. I say build relationships with people. So like if people are showing you love, show them love back. And maybe even you might be the one extending that olive branch and like reposting their stuff a few times so they know that
Right.
you like support them for real. Because supporting people is free. You're on Instagram anyway.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you might as well be. That's like the networking aspect. Like that's what you can do to build a network online. People who support you is like basically free promotion because you're promoting them back and
Right.
you're both growing. So
That's the idea. I mean,
That's the
like
move. Yeah,
yeah.
It's-
symbiosis. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
It's cool that that's such a thing now where just like smaller artists and people and podcasts and comedians and all sorts of channels can just all like promote each other and help each
Yeah.
other out. It's cool because like I feel like we're like it's crazy like this generation like whatever making money gig economy all it's like there's a lot of bullshit to it,
Mhm.
but in a way I feel very lucky because it's like damn
Opportunity.
if it was like the 90s it's like all right there's this many time slots on MTV for a music video that costs millions of dollars to make, or there's this many late night TV shows that you can be a guest on, you know, it's like you gotta be on Letterman or you gotta be on Carson or you gotta be on whatever and that's your big break or whatever, and
Yeah.
it was like so gate kept and that was like your only way of getting into the industry, but now there's so many ways to just skirt that whole process
Yeah,
and just
and
do whatever the hell you want.
do it yourself.
Yeah.
You're as you get as big as hard as you work or whatever. I don't know how to phrase that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You get what you put
What you put
into
into it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
but one more thing is I would say good content
Yeah.
because you don't want like everybody is like aesthetics and like clean videos matter.
Yeah.
So if someone has like is posting a low quality video, like nobody's gonna want to repost that because that's on their story, which is like affects
Right.
their aesthetic.
Yeah.
So I say good videos if you want people to share you.
I think
Clean your camera off.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like I think branding is something too for social media too, just kind of making it clear what you're all about, like from the get, like with your page almost too. Cause I mean I kind of got that from your page. I was just like, oh man, you're about the shit. Like, you know, this is
Yeah.
all your music and you got a ton of followers, dude. I was like, yo, that's fucking tight. Like
Thank you. That happened in November. I
Yeah.
think I was actually I would say I made a mistake, but we'll see how it goes. I posted videos about anything I wanted, right? And so I was doing a lot of like trendy audios and being funny. And so people started following me for that, I guess. And then they started following me. I guess I would just do videos of my face and people would follow me for just looking good.
Yeah.
And when I started posting my music, I got less love because that's not what they're there for. And so that's why you need a niche.
Yeah.
It's
The
like,
algorithm.
dang. Yeah, so I'm losing followers right now. And I think that's a good thing because we're shedding the people who are not here to become
Right.
like a fan of my music. And then I'll, build back up. So
I mean, you probably got plenty of people that were interested in your music as well, and they're like, "Oh wow, now she does music now too." Though at least you know, so at
Yeah,
least there's
Yeah.
that from that, you know.
and some people, they're just like off the strength of them admiring me as a person. So I do still like to post everything. I'm kind of going through that right now. I'm just gonna post whatever I like music related, but just my life, not so much like a professional page, but like a personal page.
Right.
Yeah. So I talk about like things like decisions I'm making, and I'm like, should I do this or that? Like just so that people can see the the grind. People know what I'm thinking, what I'm going through, and they kind of root me on like that. So
Right.
Oh yeah, makes them feel more connected to you too. Makes you feel
Exactly.
way more down to earth. I mean, again, I was like, oh shit, you got a ton of followers, but I shot your message. You're like, sure, I'll come on the show. I was like, yo, see, that's sick though. You're a real
Yeah.
person, like trying to fucking connect with people. So I think that's
Exactly.
rad, dude.
Genuine connections.
Hell yeah.
Quick shout out. We got a couple people leaving some comments in the chat here.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Jennifer Haney. Ooh, is
Oh,
that?
it's my cousin.
Hey. Nice.
saying what's good. We got Cole Biz. That's one of my art homies from the Cosmic Lore who follows me. Is there a link to her page? Go ahead and shout your page out real quick.
So you can find me on Instagram at Sohnai,
Go and pull it up real quick.
OTW. Oh yes, thank you.
I love how we just have Jordan
SOHNAI.
Peterson in our search history.
I know, right?
Don't worry about it.
That's me.
There we go. Everybody go give her a follow, man. She got some good music. She's a rad person.
Thank you.
Yeah, doing
Thank
us a
you.
big favor
Excellent.
coming through on such short notice.
Little link tree up here too.
There we
Got some
go.
music, Spotify.
Yeah, check me out. Check me out.
Hell yeah.
We're growing.
I know. I was bumping a bunch of these tunes in the car, or I think, yeah, there's at least I've listened to at least like the top 5 that are
Yeah.
on
That's all I have.
Spotify. Yeah,
I think I
perfect
have
number.
five.
Yeah, it's 5. Enough for the little top songs bar. Hey,
We're
Shout out
working
to
on
Eat
it.
My Crocs too, though. Eat My Crocs says, "What's up, my Zudes?" on the chat.
I just got to say that's a great username.
Yeah, Eat My Crocs. That's fire.
it's a very
My Crocs.
very Bart Simpson-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So yeah, what would you say is your favorite song that you'd recommend to people to go check out? Like, if you could only show people one, what would it be?
I think it depends on your vibe. If you like the slow vibe, I say Pressure.
I like that song. Yeah.
And I do think that's the most widely liked. Like I did a little poll and people chose that the most. And I was like, okay. So yeah, Pressure.
Nice. What's your favorite song that you've done?
My favorite song is I Quit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I could
Yeah,
see
I
that.
love turning up to that song.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
I listen to it sometimes. Sometimes I listen to it too much and then I don't want to hear it. And
I feel
then
you.
one day, just the right day, I'm like, I was going crazy.
Yeah. That's the life of being a musician too, especially if you're like doing like your own production and stuff. You're like, oh my god, I've heard this fucking song 30,000 times or whatever, trying to do it just a million takes of stuff, and I'm like, oh god, I can't. Like it's nice though. Like now that I'm playing with like more of a full band with the Gold Souls, like it's crazy just having full band recording sessions where it's just like, all right, we got this 4-hour block. Everybody just play the song. All right, now we had the vocals, blah, blah, blah. And then it's just done where it's like, you're not like sitting in front of a computer, or at least I'm not sitting in front of a computer for a million hours. It's nice to just be able to like go in and just knock it out. Like when you go to do recordings, do you like prefer to do or I guess like how do you acquire your beats and stuff too? Or and like how do you
How do I go about
how do you
all
go about
that?
like putting it together?
Okay. So I write my I write my lyrics and then I decide the cadence that I want to say certain things, and then I go try to find a beat. So I might go on like BeatStars,
Right.
or go through like folders that people have sent me, and I just try to find something that goes with what I already had in mind for it to sound.
For sure.
Yeah.
You got any shout out to people who've made like some bangers for you?
Oh, I'll say Jay Marsh in LA. Yeah.
For sure.
He produced I Quit.
Hell yeah.
And then I'll say Jesse out here at Aura Studios.
Okay.
On like Watton 81.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
What was I gonna say?
Did I answer your question?
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I was
so-
gonna say
okay.
like, okay, so but when you're writing, like, do you just write? Do you ever write like physical pen and paper? We asked another guest this, and they're like, "Wait, what the?" Like, it's like
No,
what? Pen and paper?
I do not. No, I do not.
I guess
that.
nobody does that anymore.
No,
Do you write like on your phone or like a
yeah,
laptop?
I do it on my phone.
Okay.
But if I did like an open verse before, which I never posted, but I was recording the video for it, and then I wrote it so that I could read it.
Oh, okay.
But like that would be the only time I would write it.
See, because so like a lot of the time, are you writing before you even have picked a beat or thought about a beat?
all the time.
So you just kind of like imagine a
Yeah. So
A
like
style or a
I
flow.
say like the first line, how I would just whatever comes to my mind.
Mhm.
Like you know how like maybe you might be like coming in, you're like, okay, going to the kitchen, like that.
Yeah.
Like you just like stuff that comes to my head, I just go with it.
Right.
Like if this was a song, like I just started trying to build on things, and so I just created it in my head first.
I used to call it whenever you'd catch like a good idea that just happened, like a random thought that's like, oh, that'd be a good idea for a song. I used to call that catching Pokemon, because it's like, I got it written down, like the idea.
Yeah.
Before it
that's how it
escapes.
feels. Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
because sometimes you're like, I have a good idea, and it's like, what was that again? Fuck, I don't even know.
I imagine like picking beats from BeatStars too must be annoying sometimes if you're trying to like rap over them or come up with ideas, because like every 20 seconds it's like BeatStars production. It's like, damn,
That was
son,
really
where'd
good.
you find this? Like,
it's a little annoying.
you're like, shut up, BeatStars. Anyways, where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? What I had another thing about what we were just talking about.
About my process, about finding the beat.
Okay, so like it's usually no beat, and then you'll get some kind of flow or cadence going,
Yeah.
and then you'll kind of just like look through a folder or some stuff that's already sent.
And I'll
yeah.
just like rap it how I had planned it, and then maybe I might slow down or speed it up depending on the beat.
Mhm.
And so if it sounds good and I can like do the whole song
Right.
with that beat like that, then I'm like, okay, this is the one.
Yeah. It's kind of tricky, or like coming from the opposite side of that, where like we've done that, where we've sent like me and Bobby have made a ton of beats and like sent them over to rappers and stuff, and they're just like, tight, I'll use that. And we're like, but do you need any like because we just will put out like, I don't know, this many bars is a verse, and then this many bars is a chorus, and then like, I don't, what if there's a little bridge or whatever, and then they just kind of figure it out, where it's like, do you need any like customization for it? Is this too long? Is it too short? But then they'll just be like, all right, I'm done. It's like, okay, sick. All right.
So you would want that feedback, like if you give somebody a beat.
It depends on like what you're trying to do, because it's like, it's tricky because it's like the terminology that people use too, where it's like, send me a beat versus like, send me a song. You know what I mean? Where it's like the finished product is a song, but where it's just a beat, it's like a it's like a pre-made thing, versus like if you're in a band or in like a group, writing a song together is like, you know, someone's got a guitar and someone's singing, and
a beat's got a
you know
different
what I mean?
structure than
it's
like a full-blown like composed song. I feel what you're saying.
it's cool, but it's like, so it's so different to me usually as someone that does more like band focused stuff.
I think that's dope though, because I mean, when you focus on like, you know, you're focusing just on your writing and the flow, it's like, and you're able to concentrate on that, and then you just pick like that one works. It's like that's a rad way to you know. I think that's sick too. Yeah, because like there's sometimes too where it's like, all right, like I have a whole song idea, it's elaborate, but I'm all like, sometimes I just want to throw on beats and just fucking rap on them, because I'm all like, it would feel like I'd be able to rap better because I'm not thinking about trying to make it a whole grandiose song.
I mean, I like I like rapping a song just like all the way through without a chorus or anything, just like whatever came to my mind after that and after that and after that and after that, like but I feel like that structure of a song is not for everybody.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Good opportunity to go to chats real quick.
We got some stuff going on, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got some peeps
Appreciate
watching right
y'all.
now.
Yeah.
Including ourselves. Look at us.
Jennifer Haney says she dummy fire, and the message is dope. Got Malibu Barbie with some hearts. Leah Jones, I love #missing.
My new song.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that one, or is that one out yet, or is that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the right.
Just released.
Sweet.
I was listening to that song earlier too. I really liked it.
You like that song?
Yeah. It was
I
cool.
wrote that. I made that last year, like last October, maybe something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just slept on it. It just wasn't good enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started listening to it again lately, and I'm like, I'm raw.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's good, dude.
I was like, yeah, I need to put this out. I need to stop playing.
Dude, it's dope to see an artist like being stoked on your stuff and like putting yourself out there. And like I said, the way I saw you just like hop up on the open mic, I was like, yo, and then you're like, all right, guys, gotta go by. Like, and I was like, yo, that's what's up.
Yeah, that was dope. I don't like to. I feel like that's so cool. Like,
Mhm.
wouldn't that be so cool if like that happened and you're there and then I become like Beyonce and you're like, bruh, like I saw her on this corner before she was even anything.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I mean,
Honestly,
hey.
I see everything now from the perspective of like the people I'm affecting, where and in the future like where I'll be. So
Yeah.
the impact that I'm gonna make on you guys when I
Right.
become
Yeah, someone's gonna be like, I was there. Look in the video. Look in the background. I was there.
like that. Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's like it's cool now with social media that moments like that can be captured so much more easily because like
Mhm.
there's like that one video from like whatever, like it might even be late 80s or early 90s where it's like a super young Biggie Smalls just like freestyling on a corner and it's like, who the fuck was filming that with like a fucking, you know, like,
Yeah.
with a weatherman
Who's been holding
camera.
this
What the
video
fuck?
all this
Yeah.
time? Like, where has this video been?
I know, it's like this is Super 8 footage of Biggie Smalls.
Smalls.
Like, what the hell is going on?
That's
But
so
now
funny.
it's so easy.
Yeah, stuff will resurface years later.
Well, because for as many people who probably also drove past that microphone, there's probably some other people that are like, "Damn, I should hella hop up on the mic right now," and then
Yeah.
they're like, "Nah, it's
Yeah.
okay."
Yeah.
But
Nah,
you're just
next
like,
time,
"All right,
next time. Yeah.
just put the hazards on." Like, all right,
Oh, this
yeah.
won't take long.
Hell yeah.
sweet.
So, who are some of your favorite rappers too? What are some of your favorite musicians in general?
Lil Wayne is my favorite
Yes.
rapper
Oh,
of
yeah.
all time.
Lil Wayne's a
the
dude.
wordplay
Of all
goat.
time. Yeah. I have a project for myself to know every song and I need to get on that. I need
Hell
to get
yeah.
Like
back on
memorize every word.
that. Just to like, yeah, I guess mostly.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah. But so Lil Wayne and then I guess dang, I was the only person that comes to my mind. You're the
I
only
feel
rapper
it.
I think about other than myself.
Young money,
Yeah.
baby.
That's what's up though, man. I was listening to like a bunch of that like recently, just driving around. I was doing some like Uber Eats orders and like shit goes hard, dude. Like it's easy to forget almost because I was even listening to some of his more mainstream stuff and I was like, even this is
Even
fucking nuts.
this,
Yeah.
He's going crazy. Like songs people don't even think about anymore.
hmm
Just like
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of his older stuff that isn't even on like Spotify right now, like for
Mhm.
whatever reason and stuff. Like I remember listening to Lil Wayne like middle school and stuff. And
yeah, that's when I had started in middle school when the No Ceilings came out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was so happy when that finally hit the streaming services. I was like, oh my God, I knew this day would come. I knew it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I feel like because we were in like middle school, like when all that, when like,
Mhm.
what was it like? I guess it would be like the Carter 3 or whenever, I forget what year that was.
I
exactly,
forget, but
it
there's
was
that,
like
that
right
song.
around that fucking time.
That song, "I Feel Like Dying," was like my favorite song. I was like in seventh grade, smoking weed out of a fucking can and being like astral projecting at the park, bro, being like, "I feel like dying." I'm like, "Fuck, man,
Yeah.
I feel it."
I know.
See, I was like kind of a hater back then. I didn't appreciate the true genius
Yeah.
of Wheezy, but like, because I was just like edgy 7th grader, like I'm gonna put my earbuds on and listen to Iron Maiden
own shit.
while I'm
Yeah.
at the dance. I'm like, I can't believe people are dancing like this. Oh my god, what the hell? Lick it like a lollipop. Gee, I wonder what they're talking about. Whatever.
All right.
You should be a voice
I was
actor.
like, I should listen to don't tempt me.
Oh, dude, yeah, this fool's got all the impressions, all the fucking
Yeah.
the nonsense.
Some of which are gonna stay off air.
You could do really good, like you could do a cartoon voices, like
Thank you.
on Bob's Burgers or something, or
Hell
like
yeah.
what is it, Morty?
Oh, Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hear they're looking for
Yeah.
new actors, new voice actors for
Yeah.
Rick and Morty. Actually,
That's
yeah.
all you.
For
Oh,
Rick
yeah.
and for Morty, they are in
Oh, yeah.
need of many voice actors on that show.
Oh yeah. Oh, so what other? We had somebody in the chat asking too. What are some upcoming projects you got coming up, coming down the pipeline too?
I'm not gonna do a project.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just keep releasing singles.
Yeah. Hey.
kind of the way.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like people wouldn't sit and listen to a whole project. So I'm gonna wait until I have fans. People
Feel it.
like me, but like when I feel like I have real fans, then I'll put out a project.
That's kind of like the struggle right now, like deciding, like a lot of people are moving away from doing an album or doing an EP even, where it's just like, how about just a bunch of singles? But I mean, you can kind of do both, where it's like you release a bunch of singles and then those singles are on an
Yeah,
album.
Yeah.
But it's like a lot of time with albums, it's like unless you have like a whole like concept where it's like this is like one continuous thing meant to be played like front to back, it's tough to like. Sometimes it's more, I don't know, you could just kind of rapid fire it more with just a bunch of singles and just like
exactly.
and you can just do totally different things for each single, and it's like, oh, this one doesn't go with that one, but it's like,
Exactly.
who cares?
the
like
vibe
they're
is all
singles.
over the
Yeah.
place. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. You mentioned that you went to college earlier. Where'd you go and like what'd you study?
I went to Fresno State. My degree is in communications.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Graduated in 2018.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like forever ago.
Right. It's a whole lifetime on its own, right?
Yeah, it is like a whole different way of thinking and just like what I would do every day. I was in Fresno, and I lived right across the street from the school, so I could just get to class real quick or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there was a point in time where someone always was hitting me up to smoke. You know, and it's just like it just was like I smoked with someone every day, and I had realized that like. I don't know what that has to do with each other, but that was that time in my life, smoking every day with different people. Like, oh, you want to smoke? You want to smoke? You want to smoke? You want to smoke? That's Fresno. I was like, as soon as I came out of Fresno, I smoked less. I'm like more focused. I still smoke, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, you can't be high all the time.
No, definitely, especially if you're trying to like graduate and shit.
Right, yeah. I feel like Fresno, you'll easily be high all the time.
Right.
Yeah. What was your biggest like takeaway from being a communications major?
I love the art of communication.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have such a strong passion for communication that I hate sarcasm because I feel like sarcasm is the death of communication.
I know, we're all just like looking
the
at
most
each other.
sarcastic show, most sarcastic podcast in
okay.
SAC.
I'm weak. No, yeah, but like
Wait, sorry, you said sarcasm is the death of what?
of communication, it
Whoa.
is. Because I can't even say to people, I can't go, good for you, without them thinking it's
right.
sarcastic, because I'm so genuine.
No, I feel
Like
that.
everything I say is a matter of fact, like that. And so sometimes people will be like, being sarcastic? I'm like, no.
No,
No.
I
Use
feel that.
sarcasm.
I feel that. Yeah, like if you're like insincere about like when it's time to be when it's time to be sincere, people never know like when it's real or when it's
Exactly.
fake.
People
like,
aren't used to sincerity now. Where like
Exactly.
everything is like 7 layers of irony deep or whatever, where it's like
Mhm.
it's like haha, like I don't know, like passive aggressiveness and just
Yup,
weirdness is like
exactly.
definitely a thing right now. And then online too, it's like
the art of the sneak diss.
yeah, right. Yeah. Well, people don't even like they think you're up to something if you compliment someone.
Yeah, like you have
Where it's
another motive, or like you can't just be a genuine person. There's
Right.
no way.
Right. Like if I was in like middle school and a girl would be like, "Hi," I'd be like, "You got a camera somewhere? What's going on?"
Like, oh, am I in your seat?
Yeah, right. Ashton Kutcher's about to
Yeah.
hop out of the fucking bushes. Got punked.
So what's something about like you said like the art of communication? What's like another like thing you could say? I
Give
guess?
about communication.
Yeah.
I feel like I was already kind of good at reading people
Mhm.
and like communicating now when I hear people say things a certain way or like, just like something that they keep doing, like patterns in their communication, it tells you a lot about a person. Like when people constantly put themselves down, it's like, dang, they have an insecurity about this.
Yeah.
I don't know, just like
Right.
stuff that you subconsciously just kind of like take mental note of. Like,
Yeah.
Those are the same people that are like, "Yo, are you being sarcastic?" Right
Yeah,
now?"
yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
And it's like, no, I would tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's good. I feel like a lot of artists put themselves down constantly. They'd be like, "I'm all right."
Yeah.
It's like, and I'm guilty of that too, where I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm okay, guitar.
That's why this year I decided I'm like gonna stop playing.
That's
Like,
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop playing around and stop like minimizing how good I am or what I do.
Well, it's all about that too. We talk about like, like stuff like, like manifestation. It's all just like a mental technique to just drive yourself forward. If like you can picture it in your mind and kind of put together how to make it happen there, it's like, that's the first step,
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
then that'll motivate you to put in the work to reach your goal, because there is no instant gratification. And
Yeah.
so you have to like know that it's gonna take a while. And I feel like a lot of people fall off because they don't get it gratification quick enough.
We're used to that fucking, social media and TikTok and YouTube. It's
Mhm.
all just like fast food, fucking
Exactly.
alcohol, like all of that. Everybody just needs it now, and it's like it's easier to just get drunk and say fuck it than it is to like sit and work on something tediously that you might get frustrated at.
Exactly. Get
Yeah.
good. Like you
Need
can
that-
be bad. Just
yeah.
get good at it.
Get good.
Gotta have that dopamine hit like every 2 seconds. It's tough.
Hell yeah.
Um,
Let's check on these chats real quick. I think we got even some more real quick too. Let's see. We got Cole says I'm a sucker for sarcasm. I feel it. Media etiquette queen. There you go. Look at that. And then we got Cheat Code Beats. Shout out to Cheat Code Beats too. He was at the pop up the other day as well.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, y'all. Thank you for
Excellent.
tuning in, everybody. What
Yeah,
a
thank
turnout.
Thank you for everybody who's watching right now.
Yeah,
This is-
for real. Go
this
ahead and
big,
drop
big numbers for the Zoos. Make sure you drop some likes.
and a sub.
Yeah. And subscribe.
And subscribe and
Yay.
follow.
Right.
And follow.
And follow.
Hell yeah. Oh, there we go.
Got King's World in the chat.
Great talent, pressures, dope song. Can't wait for future songs. Hell yeah. Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
Sweet. All right.
Have you ever come up with lyrics like while you're dreaming, like while you're asleep, and then you like, have you
Get
ever
up
like,
and get up
you're
and
like,
finish
fuck,
writing it?
fuck, like, where you're like,
Yes.
where you're like trying not to forget it?
Yes, definitely. Like especially or if it was like a scenario in my dream. And I'm like, that would make for a really good song if I could put that into words. But sometimes I can't remember what the idea was.
Right.
Yeah,
Do you dream like really vividly? Like,
absolutely. I have great dreams. My dreams are like movies. I'm
Yeah.
a star every night. Yeah, and like I hate getting up because my dreams are so good.
right?
Yeah.
What are some of the crazy dreams you can think of just off top? Do you have any that come to mind or
Dang.
kind of dipping into the little the supernatural
Yeah.
element here? We
Dang,
like talking about
can't-
lucid dreams.
I don't know.
They're hard to explain.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You had to
you'll
be there.
Like, you'll be like in a room on a couch. The couch will go into the floor. You'll be in another room. Like I don't know. My dreams are like I'm like I don't know how. Like if I'm trying to explain my dream to my fiance, I'll be like, okay, so I don't know how, right? But now we're in the car.
You're right. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
You never know, like when you're like changing location.
Yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, my dreams are dope.
Hell yeah. Let's see what else here. What
I
we
was
got?
gonna say, so okay, so you're Fresno born and raised, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fresno born and
So
raised.
you lived in so like you were kind of explaining before we started streaming, like you're kind of like sometimes in Sac, sometimes in LA, sometimes like
yeah,
kind of all over the place.
So my plan right now is just to like utilize this free time, which is why I quit, so I could just be everywhere I need to be. And since I work remotely, I just will do whatever I have to do wherever I'm at.
Nice.
So Sac, Long Beach, and since I'm in Long Beach, I'm right there. I'm in LA,
Right.
a lot. I come to Fresno. Like I've done one show in Fresno since I started making music, but I will go back. I've been trying to go back and do other things in Fresno. So yeah,
Nice.
all over the California.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to. I have a fan base in New York,
Hey.
and I need to build that because I want to go. I need to go across the country.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
If you could play a dream show anywhere, what would it be? Like where?
Louisiana Fest.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, that would be so dope.
Have you been down to like New Orleans and stuff?
Nope.
Me
my,
neither.
my sister lives in Louisiana, and I need to go visit her, so that'd be like a whole thing, you know.
There you go.
I like when people move and you're like, okay, I need to go in here now.
Right.
Yeah.
Make a trip out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's sweet. Then you don't have to get in like Airbnb.
Exactly.
Just be like, yes. You just got to know a bunch of people in a bunch of different states.
Mhm, and
I mean,
tell you where to go.
That's like such an underrated, helpful thing for artists too. Is just know a ton of people whose houses you can crash at in different places.
Exactly. That's
with-
it.
Like with my band when we went on tour in October, it was like every place that we stayed in, like Portland and Seattle or whatever. Or actually, no, I guess we did like it was like 11 days, and I think one day we did an Airbnb, but all the other days were just like
Stayed with
at
people?
just friends' houses.
dope.
Just like it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's like a lot of planning.
You'd save so much money that way
Mhm.
because a lot of these times it's like you're not making crazy money doing touring
Yeah.
and doing gigs, especially if you have like a bigger band. That's why I'm like kind of jealous of rappers and singers. Sometimes I'm like, damn, You just get
Because
the
there's
whole,
only like one of
the
us.
whole, yeah, you get the whole cut to yourself. I mean, there's probably
Yeah.
fees for like sound guys and all that kind of stuff, and
Yeah,
you
for
know,
sure.
but like now that I'm playing with an 8-piece band, I'm like,
Yeah, you
ooh.
guys are always splitting. Ooh, that is a
Yeah,
lot
that's
of.
a lot.
Ooh, goodness.
But the bigger it is, the bigger
The bigger
you
you
can
could get.
command a
Exactly.
better show.
I think about that too. Like if I was working with somebody and I had like a little group, like it always
Yeah.
crosses my mind when I meet someone who I like, and then I'm just like if that would be better because the more people you have who want it just as bad as you is like a great thing.
Right.
Like
I think I saw a clip on your Instagram. You were playing with like you had like a live band.
that was they were a part of this platform called Unplugged LA.
Oh, okay.
And so that's their house band.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, that was dope. That was my first time performing with a live band.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was dope. I did make a mistake though. Like they had a sound check
Mm-hmm.
and I was just like, oh, well, I'm gonna be using my track. So I thought the band was for like a artist. And so I left and it was just like they had started late or whatever. And I just was like, all right, well, I gotta go because I was paying my friend to be there and I just didn't want to take up a bunch of her time. So so we left the sound check and then it turned out like that would have been so necessary during that show.
Oh, I feel
So
it.
yeah, I'm
yeah,
learning
playing with a
to-
live band. Well,
Yeah.
that it's because did you just do like one song with the live band or like
No, we
or
did,
did like a whole set?
a whole set. It was probably 4 songs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they rehearsed to my song without me there, so that was good at least during the.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
So
At
like
least
you just
gave 'em
met
the tracks. Yeah.
you just met the band like that day or
Yeah.
like they just like already just
yeah.
done their homework.
Yeah, I met with them
That's
I
cool.
met with them that day, but yeah, they had already listened to my songs and.
Would you consider playing with live bands more?
Yeah, on a bigger stage.
Yeah. No, I feel it. Yeah.
On a big stage I would do that, but not like directly, like not too close. I felt like it was hard to hear myself.
Yeah. Well, that's the tough thing with sound check. Like you always think like, oh yeah, this is loud enough. I can hear myself in the monitors. We're all good. And then the drums start and you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
And then you're like trying to like sing or do whatever and you're like trying to make eye contact with the sound person if there even is
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I could not hear. It felt like I was just like yelling my voice into an abyss.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it just got absorbed.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. Like the more complicated and the more bigger stage it gets to, you gotta have like the in-ear monitors and stuff. Like
I'm excited for that.
yeah. In-ear monitors
Can't
fucking
hold it.
rule. Like I wish I could just use those all the time, but getting that for yourself is like so expensive. And like, well, if it's just you can you can literally buy like a little earphones and a little pack for like a couple $100 and just be like, hey, sound guy, just plug me into the monitor or whatever. And usually that works out pretty good. But
See, I didn't even know that. You put me on game. I
oh
didn't
yeah,
even
no,
think
that's
about
the
that.
thing, and you'll save your ears that way too. Honestly,
I say this fool's a gearhead. He knows all about
Yeah,
all
I
the
know-
gear and shit.
I know a little bit of gear. I just sell a lot of it because I got too crackheaded out on the gear. I was just buying and selling guitar pedals, and it was a crazy scene. Me and Bobby used to work in a music shop for like 3-4 years, and yeah, well, you did. That's funny because you were talking about the social media management. That's what Bobby did for a lot of the time.
yeah?
There's like running the Instagram page.
Yeah.
When was this?
When did we start? Or when did
It was
I start?
like, well, I started like, I don't even know. It was like 2019, I think, or 2018, 2019. And then, yeah, up until like 2021. Yeah. So it was like a few years, but yeah, that was fun. We would just like make, like, or you wouldn't just make memes
He'd
for
make
like a
memes,
music
like
shop,
music
and we would make
memes.
Instagram reels and like, or I would do stuff like demoing instruments and stuff. That's fun. I kind of miss that element of it. I wish I could just get paid an actual wage to do that, because it's like I was getting paid to sell guitars and like do
Yeah.
normal retail things, and then just like the Instagram stuff was like on like no extra. It's like
Do you do that for your podcast now, since it's like your thing?
doing
Making reels and
man, honestly, like it's been mostly these guys. It's been like Eli fucking going ham on the reels lately.
Yeah.
Trying.
that's what's up. You can only get better. So
Yeah,
Yeah. We're all like getting to a point where we're about to fucking hit the pedal to the metal, though. We all got like our own setups and stuff.
Yeah.
and hell yeah.
we've got enough video editing software to go around for all of us now, and
Yeah.
we've got our own separate computers now, so it's about to be the
yeah.
powerhouse in here.
Dope.
Shout
Yeah.
out again to Cole Biz, though. He said he likes that song Missing. Shout out. He
Yes.
says that. And then,
Hey, thank you, Cole.
yeah. And then said Trayvon says she dreams about animal attacks. You had an animal attack dream?
Oh,
Let's hear about that real quick. That sounds interesting.
that's my fiance.
Congratulations, by the way. That's so
Thank you,
exciting.
thank
That's
you,
yeah.
thank you. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm so afraid of bears and just like
Reasonable.
and just like
Yeah.
tigers and like
Lions.
lions and tigers and bears. Like, I'm just so scared. They're so big.
They're crazy.
Yeah.
And when I see like videos online of like them attacking something, like I really do get scarred. And so I've been having nightmares about getting attacked by animals, or like I imagine them like, what if I was sitting in bed, right, on my computer, and then a fucking lion just walked in right now. I always think about that.
Really?
Like, it happens.
I
Yeah.
feel it though, man. They got that whole page called Nature is Metal, and it's just like, oh God,
like
no!
that,
It's
yeah.
like, no, fuck, why?
For a while, my fiance kept sending me those videos of just like eating animals. Like,
Yeah.
stop.
Just egging on the fear.
Yeah.
It's heavy
Yeah.
shit.
I know, it's
Yeah.
like, check out this seagull that just choked on a fish midway through its gullet. It's like, that sucks,
I
dude.
know.
Like, that's a bummer. You're like, what about this antelope with its eye hanging out or whatever?
Yeah.
Or then, like, I don't know, it's like,
Yeah.
I'll listen to like Joe Rogan or whatever, and half the time, it's like, it's funny because like his guests will be talking about serious shit going on in the world, and then it'll be like, dude, have you ever seen this fucking bear? And it's like, there was one where it was like a video of a bear that like broke into a guy's house too. He's just like in like a cabin, like out in the snow or whatever.
Yeah.
And the guy had to like, or he like met, like the bear was like, just going crazy in his house. And then he had to like close the door. Like the bear was like stuck in one room or whatever. He had to like lock the door on him. And then he just through the door.
Jeez.
Blasted him through the door
Crazy
because he's
shit.
like, it's like, what are you gonna do? Try and take your chances? Like
Yeah,
trying to
see?
fucking Call of Duty a bear, dude? No,
Animals
fuck that.
get
Just
in people's
through the
homes.
door, yeah.
That's why I'm just like, that could really happen. I think about it all the time. Like, where would I go right now? Like,
Yeah.
how fast could I get out this window?
it's crazy. Or like the amount of coyotes
The
is way
bear,
up.
the bear, the
Yeah.
bear.
Oh my God.
We got said, I imagine Vault exclusive news. Vault Rob, shout out Vault Rob, says, I imagine the lion breaking through the wall Kool-Aid Man style. Like, I thought you were
Yeah.
gonna say, what if I'm on my computer and it comes out of the computer?
No,
Like that's
no.
like, I feel like that's a dream thing that could happen.
Yeah, my fears are realistic and unrealistic at the same time.
No, I feel
That's
you.
true. Yeah, if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, though, I mean, fucking mountain lions and shit.
Mm-hmm. All that.
When I was in Yosemite, there was like just like a bobcat just walking around, like plain daylight, and there was like tons of people. There's like
They're getting brave out
They're
there.
getting
bro.
really
Yeah,
brave. I'm
Animals
like,
are,
damn,
animals are
dude.
getting smart and they're
you guys
getting
are
brave.
Yeah, did
you
you hear
guys are
about
the
the-
park ducks right now,
the,
where it's
um,
they just want breadcrumbs.
Yeah, and we're just all down here all ready for them.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the mountain lion that was like roaming around in Vegas or whatever?
I think I
believe
did.
it.
I think
Like,
they had
you
to shoot him
just
out of the tree,
imagine?
right?
I don't know how it.
Isn't
how
that the
it ended.
Hangover?
Oh, true.
No, no, this really happened. And when I hear about stuff like that, I'm like, see?
Yeah, it can happen.
Vegas is nuts too. Yeah, mountain lion in Vegas.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Leah Jones in the chat saying y'all really should play a Sohnai song. And I would, but sometimes YouTube is tricky about that because of the
Like it won't sound good.
No, not that it won't sound good. Is that the copyright stuff? Like it might get flagged for copyright stuff because we've had that happen a bunch of times with live streams before when we try to like watch stuff. So if you're interested in listening to this wonderful music, make sure you go on Spotify and look up Sohnai. Sohnai. You guys in the chat, y'all know. Y'all
check-
already know.
Yeah, check out
Yeah.
our music for it's very really good stuff.
Thank
Very
you.
talented person here. I'm again just thanks a million times for having you on. It's
Of
been great so
course.
far. Sheesh, like this is one kind of obligatory Zudecast question that I like to kind of ask every guest though. Have you ever had any like supernatural or paranormal experiences, like ghosts or like seen a ghost or anything like that? Or
Yeah. When I was in middle school, I was living in this house. We had just moved in, and I was in the back bedroom, and you know, I just felt like a presence, and I feel like I imagined it. That's how I remember it. It feels like it was just an imagination, but it was like a man in like a top hat, like a Abraham Lincoln kind of dude.
Bro.
And then my aunt, she had said, she was just like tell me like, you know, there's some spirits in the house, like, and then I described something that I imagined, and she was just like, that's who I see, and I was just like,
Man,
the
Fucking Hat Man.
The Hat. I know the Hat Man's like a thing. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
didn't we talk about the Hat Man?
we
on an
talked about
episode?
the Hat Man with Alan, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Because what, dude?
The Hat Man.
Yeah, it's like there's like a phenomena going on where people will like a lot of people report seeing they're like I'll see like shadow figures. Like I don't know if you know like shadow people or it's like that's a whole thing too. Like sometimes people when they're like in like weird like obviously half awake states, but you know if you're in a
What,
place
paralysis?
that too, like in sleep paralysis, but also like during really intense like psychedelic trips or in places that are like allegedly haunted, people will say they're like, I saw a dude and he was wearing a hat. He was like the Hat Man, and people keep reporting it. Even like famous people, like that one fool from the NFL, he was like, I kept seeing the Hat Man on my ayahuasca trips, and it's like bizarre. But that's why we're all like, what?
Like
With the hat?
She saw the Hat Man.
She saw the Hat Man.
That's so weird because like, okay, like if people are doing ayahuasca and they're seeing the Hat Man, but it's like, what about all the people that were doing ayahuasca before they even made hats? You know what I'm saying? Like before, like there were top hats. Like
why he's the only ghost?
why they're like he's wearing a. What the fuck is that on his head? I actually don't know what that is. I don't have we didn't invent the words yet to describe that.
Man, I'm seeing two Hat Men right the
That's
fuck
true,
now.
dude. Hell yeah, brother.
Drop my cap here.
Oh no.
Man, see, okay, Vault Rob says DMCA ain't no joke, but if I'm not mistaken, independent artists should be fine.
You own
Right,
the rights
right.
to your own music, right?
Exactly. Right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Let's
blast a little track real quick.
bring it on. We're almost at an hour here.
Oh, I see.
I could blast the track, or is it on? It's on YouTube too, or is it Spotify?
Well, my
Let me know
music
when
is
you
on
got
YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Sohnai.
Sweet. We're just about to hit an hour too, so y'all want to just slap a song and then bring it on home there? Does that sound good for everybody?
We're hanging out.
If you guys want to
we're
keep
vibing.
going, whatever's clever.
Or yeah, if anyone in the chat too has any questions or any
let's bring 'em
requests
on.
or whatnot, what do you want us to play?
Oh, I say missing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of
Let's
hashtag
push the
missing in the
new-
chat.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah,
Push
let's
the
do it.
new joint.
Put that full screen on that one. Hoo-wah.
I'm really sorry that everybody got freaked out with this picture.
Oh, I could see it being concerning.
Yeah.
Posting it on your own page.
Have you seen the Hat
I
Man?
know.
I know. Yeah, it's like she's not kidnapped right now. Blink twice.
Yeah.
If you need help.
I posted on my story all day.
Yes, I definitely listened to this one in the car today.
Let me know if the volume is good for you guys on chat.
I can hear it.
Here, hit that shit. Hit that shit.
I just want to show them it's another way to win the game. If it's meant to be, it come right to me like I'm off the flame. Want it, then I gotta shoot my shot, and yes, I got the aim. Saw him at the spot we didn't talk, and yet I got his name.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Who I'm gonna be is up to me, it ain't a mystery. Staying dapper down and looking good, I call it drippery. Man, I hate to say it, your opinion don't mean shit to me. Doing what I want into with life is like a symphony. Always showing love because I hate it don't make sense to me. Don't be mad at me, cause if I got it, it was meant to be. Listen up, listen, pay attention, cause I know that I am what you're missing. Pay attention, cause I know that I am what you're missing. Listen up, listen, pay attention, cause I know that I am what you're missing. They say slow and steady wins the race, but I prefer a faster pace. Drive so fast I pass the place. Got some money stashed away. A loner call me castaway. I do it for my fam and we all eating, so I pass the plate. I know just who I am, bitch, I'm royalty and have to wait. It's all part of the plan and I ain't got time to elaborate. It's up to me to not exacerbate my current situation. Need some paper for my family's sake. Mama said I was a star, and I said, that's what you have to say. Be careful who you talking to. They hate you because they can't relate. Can't fuck with them if that's the case. I don't need no help doing myself. Masturbate. Week by week and day by day. I drop my play by play. It's black and white, no shades of gray. Do what I want, fuck what you say.
Hey.
Sheesh. All right. Damn. We're like... Dude, we're like the Breakfast Club on Wish.com right now. This is sweet.
God. That's dope. That's dope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I love this song.
Shout
like
out.
the
Is that
beat
the
on
one
it,
that just
yeah.
dropped?
You said what?
Is that the one that just dropped? Like, is that your
Yeah.
newest?
Yeah,
For
that's my
sure.
newest one.
Flames, dude.
Sweet.
Fuck yeah.
Flames.
Hell yeah. I was gonna ask like before you start wrapping up too. I know it's like on what was the other song too? It was like shit, I forget which song it was on, but it was like I noticed like kind of a lot of your or you had like a lot of lyrics about like you know, exercise and kind of lifestyle and kind of stuff like that, and I was like, that's tight. I feel like more rappers should be on that kind of shit too, because
promoting
it's like
a healthy lifestyle.
yeah,
It's good
that's
for
what it's all
you.
about. It's I like the idea of a healthy lifestyle. I'm not there yet, but you know
started
what I
with
mean.
the meal prep. We just gonna work on what
Right.
you're prepping next.
Right. That's what we were talking about before the show about meal prep, and I was like, yeah, I just make the whole thing of pizza rolls, 60 pizza rolls,
Yeah, I'm like,
the 15 each. That's
baby
4
steps,
meals right
baby
there. Yeah.
steps.
You
There
get that
we go.
portion control though, you know, man.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it ends
yeah,
up being
yeah.
better in the long run.
At least
good.
you ate.
Oh yeah.
But that's good. The healthy lifestyle kind of stuff. I like. There's like another rapper. What the fuck was his name? He's always like rapping about like drinking smoothies and shit. But it's
don't
like
know.
it was like Larry June or something.
Oh.
And where he's like, I don't know. He's always talking about like I just
drinking
noticed.
smoothies and being healthy.
Yeah, I was like, that's dope.
Yeah, it's like that's what I'm up to. That's what I'm doing. So that's what I think about.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You're like into like fitness and stuff too, like working out and
Yeah, I'm slowly like gravitating more towards like my music end and promoting myself and marketing myself, like using my time doing that. But I was going hard with the fitness stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I took a progress picture, and it honestly just made me feel like I'm good.
Hell yeah.
I don't need to keep going so much. I'll see y'all 2 times a week or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Maintain.
Yeah,
What's-
exactly.
What's
So-
like your favorite like workout? Like what's your favorite thing? Like do like
Thing to work out.
yeah, like do like legs or chest or
I like that I'm strong in my legs, so that you obviously have to keep doing it.
Mhm.
But my favorite thing to work out is my shoulders.
hell yeah.
Yeah, I love shoulder workouts. They feel so good. You feel so like your posture is like you feel good.
Right.
Yeah.
Walking into work like
I know. Posture check.
yeah,
fuck.
like I just came from the gym. What you guys been doing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No,
Hell
I feel
yeah.
it. I'm trying to get back into it. I got I got like hit by a car last fall, so I'm like my shoulder and my knee haven't been like the best, but
Whoa.
I'm currently on the
He's
on the
just-
process. In the process.
Okay.
Fucking I spent like an
My
hour
God.
like this morning calling like the fucking the doctor's office and then like my attorney and shit. It's a whole fucking mess.
That's
it's a whole mess.
crazy.
But yeah, I'm
You're
trying
the guy
to-
who gets hit by a car.
I'm the guy, but dude, this
He's
might be the
he-
biggest lump sum of my lifetime. This might be my fucking bag.
He's a survivor,
Yeah.
okay?
I'm
He
like,
said this might be my fucking
it's-
bag.
yo, hey, I'm gonna say, listen, if you're low on money and you're willing,
better not.
don't get hit by a car.
We're gonna have to redact that
Yeah,
statement. I'm
don't-
like,
Yeah.
beep,
Don't get hit by a
beep,
car.
beep.
But if you do get hit, like I did by a Lyft driver, because Lyft has lots of money,
Oh, okay.
but they're
Pre-game, y'all.
but they scrutinize you more. They're like, man, your shoulder was already fucked up. Shut up. Like it's like, no, was it? Getting hit by a car doesn't help. But yeah,
Hell yeah.
I would love to get back into the back into actually like going to the gym. I started doing like physical therapy and stuff, and it was just like it's tough with the stupid shoulder right now. So hopefully in between going on tour and doing whatever else this summer, gonna get myself a little shoulder surgery. You're gonna see me on the cast with the sling and all that shit. So hopefully,
you really have to get it worked on. It's not just like you could just do physical therapy.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what the surgeon told me, and also they pay you more money if you get the surgery.
Oh my gosh,
that's what my surgeon told me. He's like, he's like, personally, I think you need the surgery. But also, I'm definitely telling your lawyers you need the surgery. Oh my gosh, my man. But we're talking money, we're talking grind. You know,
should you be talking about this?
No, probably not. They're not gonna check that hard. What's up? What's up to the Law Brothers in the chat?
Let's see here. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, right. Yeah, be careful what you say on there. Nah, we try to secure the bags. Redacted.
They're like, we discovered Christian is a problematic host on a show called ZUDECAST.
No.
Shout out to Otaba Ballin, Taba, the homie. He made some Star Wars videos with us too. Leah been in the chat. Yo Stack. Sharon,
shout out to Sarah Ellsworth in the chat.
Sarah Ellsworth in the chat.
My lovely girlfriend in the chat. What's up, Sarah? We got hit by we got hit by a car together.
It was romantic.
That's a bond that can never be broken.
Yeah. For real. But that's good. Like the healthy lifestyle. I don't know. Well, do you have any like particular kind of like diet regimen or like I don't know, because some people are like into like the keto or the whatever. Like
no, I just try to have balanced meals. That's pretty much it. Just like carb, protein, vegetable.
What's your like go-to meal prep?
I really like burrito bowls. It's just you like you know like chicken and then you season it with like taco seasoning and then you like just vegetables basically.
That's where it's at.
Yeah. The Chipotle.
Sometimes I wish I had a giant wok so I could just make Mongolian barbecue.
Ooh.
Shit's so good. Every time I go, I'm like, I'm putting every vegetable in here. Look at me right now. Yeah, I'm fitting. What you got to do is you got to go through the whole line, get all the other shit, and then hop back in the middle of the line to top it off with the noodles. So that you can really annoy the guy who works there and be like, just like spilling random like jalapenos and like broccolis and shit all over their table.
Yep.
That's what I do. Pro tip. Get your money's worth at Mongolian.
Yeah, that is smart.
Hell
it's like if I'm in a drive-through, I will ask for like the sauce like after they already gave me the bag and everything.
Yeah.
So that they'll just give you your sauce for free.
There you go.
Man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the move. Meal prep. One day I'll have the discipline to do the meal prep.
Yeah.
Our roommate Christoph he goes ham with the meal prep.
Yeah.
I'm just lazy.
Tupperwares. I'm just lazy. I got like a whole meal subscription thing where I don't have to do shit. So
that's dope too.
I'm just like pop it in the microwave for like 5 minutes.
Tricking if you got it. Yeah. Dude.
I was gonna say so yeah, you said you were engaged too. Congrats, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah.
And how long have y'all known each other?
We met in college.
Oh, okay.
We've known each other since I think like 2015. We've been together for 7 years. It'll be 8 years in July.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
That's so exciting.
Sealing
Congratulations.
the deal. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was dope. The whole like proposal and everything it was dope.
Sweet.
I cried.
That's how you know it was a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that ring's pretty flashy there.
Thank you. You good? You can see?
Yeah, no, I know, yeah, for real. I was like, damn, son. Like,
I'm weak. No, yeah.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
Yeah, luckily I was working at the jewelry store at the time, so they helped him out.
Oh, there you go.
As, like choosing like, design and stuff like that. They were telling him, they said, just get something simple. And he just was like, no, I can't do that. Like, she's not a simple person. Like, she needs something different. And I was like, that's true.
That's the reverse psychology at the jewelry store. They're like, just get something basic.
Exactly.
Dude. Just be cheap. And he's like, I'm not cheap.
I know.
I'm not cheap.
Are you calling me
I can
poor?
afford that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What else? Is there anything else you guys?
I'm.
You guys in the chat want to know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm.
Ask away. We got a chat segment.
I don't know. Shit, maybe one day we'll get some super chats or have the ability to do that.
Hey, there's a lot of people up in here. Let's
There is a
see
lot
what-
of people.
Let's
I
see what
know.
the people got to
see
say.
the
yeah.
people's.
Oh,
Go Queen.
You got great energy. Yeah.
hell yeah.
So yeah,
The
we
chat loves you.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you again.
Thank
you for.
y'all.
Hell yeah.
And I see you got your own merch here too.
Oh yeah. So okay. I guess
Or is
I
that a
should
one
be-
of one?
I
Or
should be talking more about myself.
Yeah.
huh?
Let's take a.
Okay. So I made these for me and my friends for my Fresno show.
Mhm.
I haven't decided if I was actually gonna put it out just because it's so plain. You think I should put it out?
I dig it.
I like it. Yeah.
I'm like a pretty minimalist sort of. So the
Yeah.
black, just black
That
and
would
white, bold letters. Yeah. I
Can't
fuck
really
with
go
it.
wrong with
Yeah.
that.
I will do.
You can
Works
see it on the
anything,
camera
yeah.
well, you know, like
Yeah,
the big
huh?
bold
It's like,
letters. Yep. Hey.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I have a couple other designs for my merch. They'll be on my website. The date of that release is to be determined.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's ready to go.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
You got any
Mhm.
shows coming up or anything like that, or?
I don't have any shows coming up. So if you guys need an opener, anybody out there, you know what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I've been trying to secure some shows like all over everywhere that I've been.
Mhm.
I've just started today, like doing the outreach on that. So hopefully
Nice.
I have some shows in the LA area, Fresno area coming up.
I was gonna say if you're looking for shows in SAC, have you been to the Sunday sessions at Torch Club?
Torch Club. No, I haven't
Yeah.
even heard of that.
Oh yeah, you gotta
What is
you gotta
that?
come
A
check
jam
that out.
session?
It's a jam session, but there's like tons of like singers and rappers and people playing instruments and stuff. Like, so if you ever need any kind of that's like probably one of the best places for networking and stuff. And then every once in a while they do jam sessions at Tiger on K
Yeah,
Street
I've
too.
been to that.
The Vibe with ones. Yeah, with
Jam
Bassy
sessions
Vibe.
are hard for me because I feel like I can't hear myself. They're so loud.
Yeah, sometimes the
Yeah, I feel
the
bad.
sound's not
Yeah.
great.
Or no, not that it's not great. It's just loud for me. I feel like I'm like
Yeah.
yelling.
No, I
can't
feel
even
it.
hear
As a
myself.
vocalist too, like it's
Yeah.
kind of hard to get up in there because like sometimes like musicians are going ham and shit
Oh,
too. And
yeah.
You're just like,
Exactly,
oh
get
fuck,
carried
you're like,
away.
They go ham at the Sunday sessions
Yeah.
too. I haven't been for like so long just because so many Sundays I've just been so
Yeah.
busy. But like I need to start going back to those too. We got like a bunch of homies that are going to that. A few of them are going to be on the next few episodes coming up. So,
Yeah.
but that's a great place around
Yeah.
SAC. I can't recommend
One more
that
time,
enough.
what was it?
It's called the Sunday Sessions. The band that like does the house band is Lab Rats,
Oh,
and
I heard of them.
they're fucking killing. Like I need to have some of those cats on the show.
Yeah,
But
I've heard a lot about them actually.
yeah, no, they're on the up and up right now. Like they're just dropping an album soon, and they're crazy, like on some like crazy jazz fusion, gnarly players. Like, because I'm in another band with their drummer Jacob, and he's nasty. Like he's filthy on drums, filthy on what's it called, vibraphone too. Where it's dude's nasty.
I always
We're-
wanted to know how to play the drums.
It's
I think that's
it's
such
fun.
a cool instrument.
It's fun. It's good exercise too, and it's just like such a
bet.
fun thing to do. I've got my kit in my
Yeah.
room. I got like my little studio setup going on over
That's
there. But
dope.
yeah, definitely check out some of the local jam sessions and stuff like that. I'm sure you could find. I don't know. Finding gigs in SAC is like, it's tough. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's like you probably find more bigger. More exposure type of things in LA for sure.
Yeah,
there's work
I
to
would
be had out
say,
here.
Yeah, there is work to be like definitely like worth building a community
Oh yeah.
here and a fan base here. So I would want to, and if I can't like host a night somewhere, actually that's what I'm going for, or at least I'm planning seats. So you do the outreach, you kind of just get on their radar, and even if they say like no, at least they've seen me before.
yeah,
And
Right.
then I might circle back, and you ask again when they maybe they feel like, okay, you're good enough to be at my venue now,
Right.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
SAC is like, it's coming up, honestly. Like people like to talk shit or whatever, but like there's like a pretty vibrant like hip hop scene. There's like a really big metal scene for like metalheads. Like it's like that's kind of like the thing out here. It seems like almost like they should have like their own like enclave, but man, it's like, and then like the jazz scene and like the funk, all that kind of stuff. Like there's like so many sick artists and stuff out here. Yeah, I mean, you guys want to bring it home? We could do one more track too if you want to spit some.
We did have a couple more chats up in here.
Did I miss one?
Let's see.
Well, what song would you guys want me to do?
I don't know, whichever one you'd feel comfortable to. I did have
okay.
one more question too, though, if you're okay.
What's up?
I was just gonna say, I was like, what is another question that we ask every Zudecast person or whatever? It's like, or Zudecast guest. Do you have any like conspiracies you happen to like or anything like that? We don't have to dive down that if you don't want to, but just curious. Do you have any that you find interesting?
I find it very interesting that I heard you can, if you went down the Grand Canyon, you'd end up in Africa.
What?
And they say like, that's why it's like blocked off or like, and just the thought that the map is a lie. Like,
no, I feel it. I know what you mean.
Because you just don't know anything. You don't know anything, and nobody knows anything. And we just go based off what we were taught. We don't know.
They don't want you to know what's past Antarctica.
Yeah. So we just like, so it just is crazy to think that a long time ago, some people got together and they said, hey, wait, we can't tell them everything. And then they, just like.
That's true.
Just thinking about all that.
Maps are a trip.
Mm-hmm.
That's a trip. There's like a whole thing too where
okay, hold up. But you were saying you go down like further
through it. My bad. It's like a valley of whatever, right?
Yeah.
Grand Canyon. Yeah. If you they say if you just follow it and you just keep going, you'll end up in Africa.
Isn't it
like under the ocean, like
No.
across under the ocean or like through America? You got to cross an ocean at some point.
That's a great question. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
But
feel
it would be crazy if you didn't come in contact with the ocean at all.
Because I know there's supposed to be like these giant tunnel networks that are from eons past that have just kind of formed with the natural geography of the Earth, but I wonder if there's anything like that just exists.
Well, there's like subterranean, like where like water will go through like the fucking crevice like for hella far, and it really will be like water from all over the world because it's just like going through like the geological like crust and shit, and then it comes out the other side and it's like
somewhere else
filtered, like it's all filtered because it was just going through the sediment for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I went to somewhere like that when I was a kid, and it's a trip for sure.
Earth is crazy.
We don't know shit about the ocean.
It's a living.
Yeah, we don't know anything. Or space, really.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's a lot of ocean to get through, but maybe I don't know.
Well,
And there's people that are about that Atlantis shit, dude. Atlantis is in right now.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with the Grand Canyon supposedly was like the ancient city of gold or whatever, right?
Oh, El Dorado.
Yeah, some guy found like this cave network deep like at the base of the Grand Canyon. And he went and he explored and he found all these like networks of caves and adobe like houses that are like built into the walls that could potentially house like 50,000 people. And so it's like really extensive. And supposedly the military came in and they were just like, all right, let's block this off and call this like a nationally like protected area.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. So very strange.
Is that El Dorado? What he was saying?
Yeah, it's supposedly some people think it's
Supposedly.
like
I
the
didn't know that
ancient
was
city
real.
of gold or something like
I saw
that. Yeah.
movie. I didn't know.
Yeah, and there's a whole thing too with like the 411, the missing 411, where like weird phenomena happens in like national parks, and they think like the National Park Services was made because these places have like weird stuff happen in them. And I went to Yosemite every year growing up, and it's like, yeah, that place is a fucking trip. There's a weird vibe there in a cool way and in a creepy way sometimes, for sure.
So
But,
I heard a thing about that.
I guess you're right. It does feel kind of like things happen there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard a theory about that where it's like some of the biggest hot spots in national parks across the United States for the missing 411 reported cases just happens to supposedly line up with a huge network of like underground like transportation tunnels and deep underground military bases supposedly. So like this could just be like a massive like
It's all connected.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Is what
Yeah.
it is.
Skin
The tunnels.
It's
The
skinwalkers.
tunnels, the tunnels, bro.
The mole people.
All right, cool. All right, you guys down for maybe one? Would you be okay doing one more
Yeah,
song for
yeah,
the
let's do
chat
it.
wants to hear it too?
Yes,
Let's
do
go.
it.
Let's
What
see.
you guys want to
I'll
run?
do keep the change.
Keep the change. You got
Change.
it.
There we go. All
Excellent.
right. All right.
Oh, I'll make sure I subscribe.
There we go.
Hey.
Excellent. Thank you
Okay.
again, everybody, for
Okay.
joining.
Okay.
It's a pep in my step. For the West, I'm a rep. Bitches don't be liking me, cause now I'm a threat. It's a limp in my walk, confidence in my talk. If I don't hit you up no more, it's probably your fault. I keep it pushing like pedals, hard like I'm made of metal. I deserve the best in life and I ain't gon' settle. I keep it popping like tags, you know I'm in my bag. Just the other day was on the phone with my dad. He told me, baby, keep going, keep on grinding, you got it. What's meant for you will be for you, can't nobody stop it. Can't no hater block it, if I want it, I cop it. Reaching for the stars, I just stand on my wallet. I'm small but colossal, at least that's what I call it. I've been going hard, I swear I'm flowing like faucets. Been a beast like my name's Scar. Shout out Ray Kenneth Lockett. You fuck with me, you fuck with him. I'm the plug, he the socket. And my man so fucking big, I could fit in his pocket. Don't step to me, my nigga, he'll take off like a rocket. Everybody got they shit and I ain't here to knock it. But I tell you one more thing, pick it up where you dropped it. And I do my thing. Want the money, not the fame. I talk my shit, ain't got no shame. Just rock with it, ease your brain, and I'm still tipping, keep the change. And I do my thing. Want the money, not the fame. I talk my shit, ain't got no shame. Just rock with this and ease your brain, and I'm still tipping, keep the change.
Hey.
No hook, unnecessary.
Honestly, though, dude,
Concise.
I was ready with the
Yeah.
camera
Fire.
switch too. I was like,
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
On it.
Fuck yeah.
all right.
thank you so much again for coming on in such a short notice. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the chat here. We appreciate you guys.
y'all.
It means a lot. Go ahead and check out Sohnai's music page here on
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, everything. Any last thoughts for the anybody?
I say just stay tuned. Really watch for me. I'm really coming up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing. And I just want people to know, like,
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Taking this
I'm
shit
not
real
like all
serious.
these other people who are just like kind of dabbling. Oh, I don't know. Like, I'm so serious.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Deadly
Love it.
serious.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right,
Man,
y'all.
that's what
That's
it's
been Zudecast number 71. Thank you again. We'll see you again soon. Adios, my Zudes.
Catch y'all next week.
Sheesh.
Bye.
Oh, wow.